Drainage systems are typically required where surface water must be drained away to maintain the integrity of the road or bridge structure. But effective drainage is particularly important in a petrol station environment. Here the drainage system must be capable of not only draining surface water, but also of removing and containing any oil, diesel or petrol spillages. The channel drainage system must also withstand loading from heavy goods vehicles. To meet these demands, choice of product, system design and the installation method are essential considerations. Many traditional systems fail to meet the requirements. Two-piece units are prone to cracking. Vibrations caused by the load transfer from the metal grate to the concrete channel can lead to failure in both product and the surrounding haunch. Damaged channels are therefore a common sight on petrol station forecourts. Furthermore, drainage units with simple cross-width slots do not provide effective catchment. Liquids are able to migrate across the channel units between the slots. PDS are the industry leaders in designing innovative solutions to drainage problems. We've looked at the specific requirements for petrol station forecourts and from this have developed the EnvirochanneliG. This is a modified version of our Envirochannel unit and shares all the same advantages. The one-piece units are made from 100% recycled material and are durable, lightweight and green. They are much stronger under side impact than equivalent concrete products. They are much lighter and can be installed using one-man manual lift. The one-piece design provides a more robust solution as the vehicle load is more evenly distributed. The material can be cut easily with the minimum of noise and dust, reducing the on-site health and safety risks. And the units have a specially designed grating with translinear slots to break up fluid flow. This key design feature means the flow of any liquid attempting to traverse the channel is disrupted and the liquid is drained away. In this way, EnvirochanneliG provides a more effective solution for catchment than traditional two-piece units with cross-width slots. Any drainage system will only deliver maximum efficiency when installed correctly by on-site contractors. That's why PDS are leading the industry in providing interactive installation guidelines for our products. In this section, we will describe the step-by-step installation process for EnvirochanneliG in a typical petrol station environment. First, a trench must be created to house the units. For a new build, the trench can be dug into the ground or created using metal shutters. In a refurbishment, a chase is cut into the existing slab. The width of the trench must allow 200 mm at either side of the unit. For a typical unit of width 150 mm, the trench will be 550 mm wide. The depth of the trench must be the depth of the channel unit, plus an additional 200 mm for laying the concrete race. If the slab is already in place, holes must be drilled every 500 mm at approximately 150 mm below the slab surface. The holes should be of 16 mm in diameter and drilled to a depth of 75 mm. Metal Envirochannel bars of 150 mm can then be inserted into the holes. These will prevent lateral movement between the slab and the haunch. The sub-base must be compacted using a whacker plate or jumping jack. A steel EnviroCage can then be placed along the length of the trench. This sits on 75mm spacers to bring the top of the cage to within 50 to 60mm of the level of the final surface. The concrete bed can then be poured to a depth of 200mm. The concrete must be C35 grade concrete with a minimum slump of 100mm. Once the concrete has set, the units can be laid on the race. We recommend the use of Envirochannel bedding mortar. This is specially formulated for our products and can be laid as thinly as 5mm. Adjoining channels must be joined with a watertight seal to meet the requirements of EN 1433. We recommend the use of Envirochannel sealant. The sealant is applied to one end of the next unit to be installed, which is then butted in against the previous unit and compacted. Longitudinal expansion joints should be laid as appropriate to keep in line with the existing slab or proposed slab detail. If there is an existing slab, an expansion filler must be laid alongside the slab to allow room for an expansion-contraction joint. The concrete side haunches can then be laid using a C35 grade concrete with a minimum 100mm slump. A 3mm overbuild is recommended. Once the concrete has semi-set, a trowel should be used to give a 45-degree angle along the edge. The foam spacer can then be removed to a depth of 200mm and an expansion joint cast in the space. If there is no existing slab, the installation process is largely as described above. However, the dowel bars are instead inserted into the channel side haunch at the end of the process, prior to the casting of the concrete slab. Following these guidelines should ensure your EnvirochanneliG installation is robust and effective throughout the lifetime of your project. However, we appreciate that every installation is different and welcome any queries specific to your site or general inquiries about EnvirochanneliG.